everyone, welcome back to our Forever World series. In the last episode, we built this lovely nether shed, which, I mean, really isn't lovely theoretically, but you know what? We'll say it's lovely because, I mean, it turned out pretty lovely. I did add some trees on the side of it after I recorded the last episode because I was like, it looks good with the trees on the side. So, yeah. Or did I add it on camera? I can't remember. I think it was off camera, but we'll see. I can't remember. I mean, I guess you'll see if you watch last episode. Anyway, in today's episode, we are just going to decorate and kind of bum around the base a little bit. And I'll show you some stuff I've added. I'm sure, as you can see over there, that is something new that was not here last episode. So, let's get into it. So, yeah, let's just start over here, because obviously this is, our first stop. It's a bus stop. You may think it's a bus stop. Looks like a bus stop. You go to sit down, you hear gurgling, you're like, what the? You're like, what's in this hole? In real life, please do not fall in holes. Unless there's water at the bottom. But still don't do it. Anyway, this is our diamond strip mine. As you can see, I've been a bit busy off camera. As you can see, some of them also ended with lava. So, that's kind of why there's a lot of tunnels. But yeah, I've been busy off camera. I did find a lot of diamonds, so it was worth it. And we also have a lot of deep slate and redstone now, too. And I left my empty bucket. For some reason, it just doesn't want to scroll anymore. And there's also some lapis in there, too. And then you come up the bubble elevator, and you'll hit your head on the bus stop, and, it's a good day, I guess. I guess maybe not if you hit your head, but... I think I'm still in peaceful, so I'm not going to worry. I think, yeah, because I forgot to take it off peaceful. Anyway, yeah, so we have the trees on the side, we have the nether shed. I'm just been avoiding going in the nether shed because, it makes scary noises. And then over here we have a well. And this well has a secret. So you look into the well, you're like, it's a normal well. And then you're like, oh crap, I fell in the well. Oh no. Oh look, a doorway. Wow, so many tunnels. So this tunnel over here takes us to the main house, which you'll notice there's a lot of cats up there. Been busy off camera, what can I say? I believe this tunnel right here takes us to the horse stables. Yep. So every tunnel takes us to a spot in the base, pretty much. This tunnel takes us to the barn. So if you go up there, that would be the barn. This tunnel takes us to a place that I added, which is, ta-da, a silo. So let's come out for a minute. Yeah, so I built a silo here. I figured, it'd be a nice, thing to add to over here since we have the farm animals. The roof's not the best. Oh my gosh, sorry, I just saw a big moth, so it kind of scared me. Anyway, so I added a silo. The roof's not the best, but it's more just so to hold the bone meal farm thingy, which we already have some bone meal in there. And I kind of decorated it, put some hay bales in here, add some barrels for storage and stuff. And then yeah, we have the craft door out here. Oh gosh. Anyway, let's continue back down our tunnels. So so that tunnel's the silo. This tunnel leads us to the storage room, I believe. So let's take a look. Yes, this is the storage room one, because if you look up there, that's the storage room. And then we are back to the well, and then this tunnel takes us to the chicken coop and the shed. So this one is up to the chicken coop, which you can tell by the chickens. And then this one, which is a very long tunnel, takes us to the nether shed. I can't get out of here. No. There we go. So yeah, all the buildings in the main base have trapdoors that lead into tunnels. Originally, it was just going to be a tunnel that led to the starter house in case I fell in the well. But then I was like, why not connect all the buildings? So yeah, that's where that thought came from. So anyway, let's get to decorating. Yeah, this is pretty much just going to be me yapping the entire time. I don't think I made coarse dirt, but I might still have a bunch. Oh yeah, I should have plenty. If not, we'll make some more. Okay, we need some cobblestone. we're just gonna kind of grab like 2 full stacks and then whatever's left. Or like whatever the smallest not complete stack is. Okay. Because yeah, off camera I've been trading with the stonemason so we can get the blocks for the paths. I mean they're pretty easy to make, but you know, I still want to have the I want a lot of the blocks for the paths, so you know, it's not easy to mine all of them, so okay, do I have any iron in here? Because I just want to make some regular shovels, and as you can see, there's a lot of diamonds right there. I think I put some of them away, yeah. So we have plenty of diamonds, that's nice. Because I need them for the, I was going to say the template, which, yes, technically it's a template, but the netherite upgrade template. Okay, I think we need to find more iron. I'll do that off camera. Hopefully I'll remember. Let's just get some basic... Oops, I only grabbed 2. Do I have any sticks in here? We'll just take the wood. Yeah, I didn't think that one through. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch of shovels. I'm like, oh, I didn't grab a bunch of sticks. And I did that on purpose. Like, oops. Anyway, let's just make like 3 shovels for right now because we don't need a whole lot. What I'm gonna do is dig up the path blocks first. And then we will add the blocks for the new path. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm just going to kind of yap while we do this because this is like going to take a while. I'm trying to think of stuff to yap about though, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, here's my redundant yapping. I'm trying to think if there's anything interesting lately. And I usually don't have anything interesting going on. I just stay home all day and I'm only home all day because my classes haven't started back up yet. Which is nice because I have more time to record, but I also kind of miss going somewhere every day, or at least almost every day. Because, yeah, at my college they don't do like classes on Fridays unless it's like a lab class or something, or just like a singular class. So it's like you just have classes Monday through Thursday. They do offer weekend classes, which I found out when applying for the fall term. I was like, oh wow. Because I was like looking at this class and it was like on Saturday and it was an art class and it was like so long. It was like from 10 to 4 and it was on a Saturday. I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to be in an art class that long. I like art, I like drawing. I don't like sitting in a classroom for however long, you know, that's too long. But yeah, luckily all my classes are like normal class hours. I tried getting classes that started after 10, but like some of my classes I signed up for only have like one section, so it's kind of annoying, but oh well. And then like the section would be at like 9:30 and I'm like, I don't want to do classes before 10, but oh well. Oh, I should have enchanted these just a little bit, but oh well. I did also get full diamond armor off camera, so that's nice. I had to craft a few of the pieces, I think the helmet and the leggings, because the villager wasn't trading those, and I didn't feel like making a new armor villager. So yeah, we had to craft those, but luckily we had a lot of diamonds, so. The diamond strip mine, I was like having such terrible luck with it. I just could not get diamonds for like the first few tunnels, and I was like, really? But after a while we had some luck. So it was nice. I also did go caving off camera too. So that's where some of the diamonds came from as well. Okay, I think for this one, we're just going to kind of path up right to here, and then the rest will, you know, be the regular horse stables paths. Yeah, I don't want to use my shovel, my diamond shovel, because it has like efficiency whatever on it, and that's just, it's going to like destroy the entire area instead of just taking out the path blocks. So that's why we're just going slowly. Oh yeah, I also built bridges off camera, which we'll show that in a minute here, but yeah, I had bridges. So over there's a bridge, obviously, as you can tell, and then there's one over here. Although I think I decided on building the next spot over on that side, so, or I should say the next base. We'll see. I might change my mind before we actually build, so. Oops, okay. I do want to try to get back into time lapses soon. Just my only issue of time lapses is I don't have music to put over the time lapse. Because I just, yeah, there's not a whole lot of music selection that I like, you know? Anything with, like, I don't know. I like the piano instrumental music to put on my videos because it's more, like, calming and relaxing. Like, no offense to, like, the ones with, like, the beats. I don't know, those ones I don't like for, like, putting on my videos. And yeah, and then there's, like, not a lot of actual, like, copyright-free music on YouTube. I always check the comments because, you know, it's like Amazon. You have to check the reviews before buying it. And so you have to check the reviews on the video to make sure the music's actually copyright-free. And a lot of people will be like, this is not copyright-free, do not use. And I'm like, alright. A lot of it, too, is also in the longer videos, which is nice if you're, like, you know, like, I guess maybe streaming or something, and you don't want, like, to get copyrighted. But, like, it's just also a lot of it's in the bigger videos, and I don't feel like chopping through that. Because what I do is I just download the video and then import the sound, and yeah, that's too much work to chop up if it's a longer video. But I might do that, honestly. Just use, like, a track or two from the longer videos. Because a few of the pages I've found for music just do the longer videos, so I don't know. We'll see. If anyone knows where to get free copyright music, you know, let me know, because, yeah, I do not have money to pay for copyright-free music. And at that point, if you're paying for it, you're just kind of paying to, like, use it, you know? You're for the license and stuff. You're not actually, like, you know, yeah. It's not like, oh yeah, it's free. Like, obviously it's not free if you're having to pay for it. I mean, very clearly, obviously. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, because there's a lot of space over here and there's a lot of space over there. So, I don't know. We'll have to see once we, off camera, I'll kind of decide and, like, scope out the area a bit. Because our next little base is going to be, just some automatic farm, sugarcane, pumpkin, melon. And it'll have, because what I'm planning on doing is have the, like, redstone buildings, but then also, you know, have, like, a house and do some crop fields and whatnot. You know, make it look like a farm instead of just, oh yeah, here's my redstone buildings. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to do that. I do have somewhat of a layout drawn out, so we'll see. I might change my mind. Nothing is set in stone until I build it. And even then, it's not set in stone because you could just tear down the building. I choose not to do that because that's a little too much work. Like, I'm not going to take a whole building and just destroy it. Yeah. Unless I really hated it, then yeah, I probably would. But if it's decent enough, I'll be like, alright. That's also another reason I, like, don't like doing the time lapses, is because I always have to go back and forth with the materials, and sometimes I've, like, take down a wall and stuff, and it takes forever, you know? And yeah, it makes the time lapse really long. Which, I mean, doesn't matter, because, you know, for y'all, it's like 5 minutes, but yeah, for me, it's like an hour. The joys of speeding up videos. So, I don't know, I might go back into time lapses, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like my videos are empty without it, you know? I'm not building in the video, so it's like, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. I did do some interior decoration off camera in the buildings. I think mostly in the chicken coop, the shed, and our little, it's not little, but our storage area. So I'll show that off in a minute. Let me get to the path over there, and then we'll go inside and take a look. How long is this? I've only been recording for 14 minutes. Like I said, this is probably going to be a longer episode. Probably once we reach, like, 30 minutes and I'm still doing stuff, we'll probably just call it a day. I want to do most of the path decorating, though, on camera. Or at least just get most of it dug out and start doing it, and then I'll do the rest off camera. I do also want to bone meal and add trees, so make it a nice lush farm. I do have a lot of plans for this world, so we'll definitely be here for a while, and that's why it's called Forever World. We probably won't be here forever, but just long enough that, you know, it's a nice long series. I always feel bad because I abandon my series before they, like, get very long. I'm just like, oh, I always get bored, so hopefully this will help, like, curb the boredom a little bit. And it's a series we can take with us through updates and stuff. Which I believe, yeah, they have an update coming out in the fall with the, like, copper stuff, with the copper golems and, oh, they added shelves, too, which is, like, kind of cool. I'm not quite sure how those work, and, yeah, we'll have to see. I don't think I updated my app, so I don't have the, preview thing. Alright, let's go this way, which we're running out of shovels. This shovel's, like, on its last leg of life. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's put the dirt away, and I'll show you the upstairs area that I decorated off camera. So, oh my gosh, look how much dirt we have. I have to make sure to put the regular dirt away, not the coarse dirt. Okay. Let's make some shovels real quick, and then we will go upstairs. Okay, so I did add stuff. I did decorate it a little bit better. We added some hanging lanterns. We got like a bookshelf, you know. Like, oh, there's a book. Ah. Oops, okay. We have a desk. Oh, there's a bed. And now my voice is starting to like sound a little weird, but oh well. And then over here we have more bookshelves and barrels for storage. We have our enchanting setup. I'm just going to leave this one in here because, you know, it'll be our main base enchanting setup. Because I do eventually want to make, like, a base that's, like, all about enchanting, but, you know, we're not quite there yet. Alright, let's go back to building. And then I will show off the chicken coop when we get over there. Because I was like, oh wow, my chicken coop's still bare. And I had, like, a lot of sugarcane and leather, so yeah, I kind of went crazy with making the bookshelves. I was like, haha, we can make them. Obviously, once we get a stronghold or a mansion, we will have more bookshelves, which is nice for decorating. This series, we're definitely going to need a lot of decorative blocks because we're going to do multiple bases with houses and all that fun jazz. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do like a storage room on every base. I think I might do a storage shed, like a small storage shed. Oh my gosh, I can't even like say that. That's like a tongue twister. Anyways, we'll do the small storage sheds and then... Oh, I think this may be where a creeper blew up. Okay, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, we'll do the small sheds for storage and stuff on the other bases. Because what I'm thinking for the base that we're going to do next, which is like for the sugarcane and melons and stuff, is have a little shed to store all that stuff in. That way, you know, we don't have to carry it all back here. Not that it'll matter because it'll be pretty close, but still, you know, I don't want to have my pockets full. Once we get shulker boxes, it'll be easy, but yeah. For now, we are shulkerless, so we have to cope with carrying stuff in our pockets. Oh my gosh, you don't even have to be like, super close to the house to hear those dang cats. I was trying to get a black cat off camera, but yeah, I accidentally slept through the full moon. And then the other full moon, I was in the cave, so... Yeah, I did not get a black cat. And I don't think there's any... Well, I think there's a swamp, like, over that way, but... I could be mixing up my worlds. I'm, like, pretty sure there's a swamp over that way. But yeah, I'm like, it's still far away enough that it's like... Even if there's a witch hut, like, I wouldn't be able to bring the cat all the way back, because I don't want to walk that far with the cat. I prefer staying close to get the animals, because then it's not a far walk, and I can, like, you know, run and swim through the water and don't have to bring leads and stuff. Because, yeah, I've lost dogs in Minecraft before trying to get them back from a very far away location. But I would eventually like to collect all the doggies, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, and then another thing I added was the little fence around the area. Just to kind of, like, mark where the base is at. You know, like our property line or whatever. That way, when I go to build the other bases, it's not, like, clunky and it actually looks nice. You know, the only, I didn't put fences around the water because I figured, you know, that's kind of the natural property line. Oh, and there's a chicken staring at me as I'm doing this. But yeah, as you can see, there's some fences over here. I actually had a lot of fun. I designed it kind of based off the fence around the crop area. That way it blends in and it doesn't look too shabby. Okay. Let's collect all this dirt that I've been leaving behind. So yeah, we have a path out here, and once we build the other base, we will connect the paths and have that. And I just like lost my train of thought like while talking. I do that way too often. I'll like start talking about something and then I'll just stop because my brain's like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh crap, what was I talking about? I do that all the time while recording too, unfortunately. So if you ever hear me just stop in like the middle of a sentence, it's because I forgot what I was talking about. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be... So I did flatten this area up here a little bit off camera. And I did cover the big old ravine. Oops. That was over here. So this is a possibility of where we might do our next little base, but and there's still a bunch of dirt, so we're just going to kind of ignore that. I've also been planting a lot of sugarcane, as you can tell. I've just had so much fun planting it, and then, like, you know, it's a lot of sugarcane we can use. I might dwindle it down a bit, though, so we'll see. Okay, we're in the home stretch now. Hopefully we won't have to craft any more shovels. We're doing pretty good on time, just 21 minutes. I might take a break here, though, and then add some path blocks, bone meal, and all that fun jazz. Maybe after the shovel breaks, we'll do that. You can just hear all the cats in the house. Oh, gosh. That's just... They're so loud, and especially when you have a lot of cats. I will eventually make a base for the cats, and then we'll put, like, all the extra cats over there. We'll probably leave, like, 1 or 2 at this base, obviously, but, yeah. I might even put some, like, in the barn and stuff, you know, have, like, a barn cat. They are pretty good for keeping creepers away, so we'll give them that. Okay, I couldn't see that, so I thought I, like, double digged, and I was like, no. Okay, our shovel's almost done, so we'll almost be done with this. Let me just dig out a little bit more. Okay, and then here's our crop area. As you can see, that's what the fence around the base is based off of. Okay, so let's come over on this side where we started, and we'll just kind of start filling in with our blocks for the paths. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I like this block like combination for the path. It's pretty nice. Okay, of course, dirt. I might add some like little decorations around, like fence posts and whatnot. I mean, I might do like big lampposts in the middle there where it's kind of dark, even though right now we're in peaceful because I forgot turned on to survival and I'm too lazy to do that right now. I don't feel like, you know, taking the time to go into the settings and turn on survival. So, I should say, like, you know, the normal survival mode. We're in survival, we're just not in the normal survival mode. We're in peaceful, which is nice. I like interchanging them, so, you know, sue me. I don't like always dealing with mobs, especially in the nether, and that's kind of why it's on peaceful, because I was in the nether for a little bit. And I was like, yeah, I'm not dealing with mobs if I don't have to, you know? I try for on camera to keep it on regular survival instead of peaceful, just so we can kind of have that bit of challenge and fun, but yeah, normally I'm like, just put it on peaceful. Not unless I need something like, you know, the, what's it called? The blaze rods, because you can't get those in peaceful. You can only, get them in survival, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, we'll cope with it. I kind of wish there was a way to get them in peaceful, you know? That way you don't have to, like, totally have to go into normal survival. So, I don't know. Maybe they'll add that in a future update. They should. They really should find like, or not find, but add a way to like get the blaze rods in peaceful, like maybe like you trade piglins or something. I don't know. I just think that'd be fun. Okay, let me add a bit of path blocks and then we will go and bone meal stuff and then probably just wrap up and I'll do the rest off camera. Sometimes I like to just listen to music and vibe out while like placing the path blocks and stuff. It's very relaxing. That's kind of why I want to start doing the time lapse with the music again, but I need to find music, so we'll see. Maybe for the next base we'll start doing time lapse again. Because the time lapse are fairly easy to do. They're just, yeah, I just don't have the music. All right, this is, yeah, they're starting to look pretty good. We'll have to make some slabs and stuff. Oh, I also did want to add crafting tables into the path. Okay, I was like, my game is lagging. Hello. Okay, let's go get some bone meal. I have a buttload of bone meal, so we're pretty good there. I'm like trying not to make gross noises on microphone. I just, yeah. I'm like, I didn't even eat lunch yet, so. Okay, let's do a mixture of spruce and oak. Because that's kind of what I did for the, well, over there, I think, but yeah. Well, there's some over here. Like I said, I had to take out a tree or two because I was adding the bridge, which needed a path. So, you know, it got added out a little bit. But, you know, there's still some spruce behind here, and there's still some oak in the animal areas. Okay, let's add an oak tree up here. Maybe, there we go. We could probably even add some lanterns to the trees, honestly. Like, that might look good, too. Okay, I'm gonna kind of just bone meal around, then we'll add some trees over here. We'll add a spruce one. Hopefully, okay, yeah, that did not grow into the little fenced area. I was worried about it growing into there and then the animals trying to escape because, you know, there's a tree leaf in there. Because I could so picture that one. Be like, wait, where's all my cows and sheep? This one might not grow. It might be too close to the building, yeah. Okay, well, we won't plant one right there then. We'll just plant one in front. Oops. And then we'll put a spruce tree in front here, maybe. There we go. Okay, I thought it was going to be like one of those tiny spruce trees. I was like, really? Can we get something not tiny? It just looks nice bone mealed, you know? It looks lush. And yeah, some of it's getting into where the path's going to go, but that's alright. I'm not too pressed about that. Ooh, that's a nice big tree. That's what I like to see, the nice big trees. Even if they're just tall like that, that's nice. I like the big trees though, because yeah, they kind of add a little bit more, like, they're just taller, you know, they look nicer. No offense to tiny trees. Okay, we might have to go get some more bone meal. Let's do that. Yeah, oh, I also, because yeah, you can see there's a bunch of bone blocks. I kind of like tore up the little bone thingies in the nether. I was like, well, I want some bone blocks. That might be a nice thing to build with. Might look weird, but you know, we like weird. I mean, they are nice if you want like a nice white block, which I mean, now there's like a bunch of white blocks. You know, we have like pale oak and we have calcite and we have the Dorito. That's what I like calling it because I can't pronounce it. The Dorito block. It does not look like Doritos. Maybe moldy Doritos, which is kind of gross, but I can't pronounce that one. But we also have that one too. And there's wool, but you know, you don't always want to use wool for everything. It is nice for texturing though. Okay. Oh, that grew right into the well. Like, oops. Okay, some spruce. Let's jazz up the place a little bit. Yeah, I do gotta clean up this area a bit. Maybe add like little dock or something. I have to clean up where I used to grow the spruce trees. I think we might make a permanent, like, tree farm area, so we'll see. Like, maybe just somewhere to grow the trees and chop them down. Oh my gosh, I'm out of bone meal again. I just want to try to liven up the area before I close off the episode. Because, like I said, I'll do the path and add lanterns and stuff off camera. The next episode will show off what I did, so. Come on, go in my inventory, thank you. Yeah, I hate when it lags like that. It doesn't lag often, but yeah, sometimes it's like, what the heck? Like, I'll just get that random spike of lag, and it's like, whoa there, buddy, what are you doing? I might add some more, like, nether blocks over here, honestly. Oh yeah, and I did get nether warts, finally. I found a fortress off camera. And I was in peaceful, so thankfully, you know, we didn't have to deal with the blazes and stuff. And I don't think I saved the coordinates, so hopefully I'll remember where it's at for when I'm ready to get some blaze rods and stuff. Which that I will probably just do off camera because I don't want to deal with that on camera. Y'all have to realize I just hate going to the nether in regular survival. It's so scary. I hate it. I have not gotten used to the creatures in the nether. At least the, you know, hostile ones. The regular ones who aren't hostile, I'm used to. Like Striders, they're adorable. But like blazes, I'm scared of them. Especially the ghosts. Like, oh my gosh. I just find it funny that we have happy ghosts now. Like, they're just happy little creatures. No care in the world. Alright, this is starting to look pretty good. We'll have to dig up the rest of this off camera, but yeah, I mean, this looks pretty decent. It looks nice and lush. It's not too crazy with the trees. Which, you know, it is a farm area, so we don't want to go terribly crazy with the trees. But we want enough trees that, you know, it blends in with nature and it's not so, like, flat. Which is why I didn't build it completely flat. You know, there's levels to the farm area. But it looks nice. It looks nice. I might add some, like, little ponds around, too. That way, like, we have some watering holes, you know. But yeah, alright. This is where we are going to end our episode for today. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And, you know, if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next episode where we'll probably start building our next base up. Bye, everyone.